Just imagine you're 15 years old. You've just watched a movie with your friends. Then you're walking to get food. It is just a normal night. And then suddenly you are unalived. That is exactly what happened to Kayla Rincon-Miller on March 17, 2024 in Cape Coral, Florida. She was 15 years old and she just left the cinema with her friends. Then two boys drove past her, flashed their headlights and shot her in the chest. She didn't know them. Her friends didn't know them either. The police literally described it as a random act of violence. That is the reason she is dead. Wrong place, wrong time, wrong night. It is absolutely unthinkable. Makes me think none of us are safe even if we do everything right. So here is what actually happened. Thomas Stein was 16 at the time. He picked up his friend Christopher in a car his mom had rented, and he already had a gun on him. So the two of them spent their evening driving through parking lot at two different movie theaters looking for cars to break into. That was their foolish plan. Just a casual evening of robbing people, apparently. And I don't know what the thought process here was. Like, were they thinking this is GTA 5? Unfortunately, they spotted Kayla and our two friends walking out of the cinema to get food. And these two, I don't know what to actually call them, boys decided to rob them instead. Three teenage girls just trying to get something to eat after a movie. Now, you see, this is where it gets even more insane. Before Kayla died, she was conscious enough to tell the authorities she had no idea who shot her. She didn't know this boy. There was no history between them. No beef, no reason to even shoot her. He just picked her as a victim that night. It is just weird to me that a 16 years old would decide to kill someone for no reason. Like, it is just confusing what this boy was, what both of them were thinking. Kayla's friend Noan, who was standing right there when it happened, gave a victim impact statement at sentencing. She said, "I feel like I am trapped in a coma I can't wake up from, like I'm suffocating, but somehow still expected to keep on living." That is a teenager describing her life after watching a friend get shot in front of her, which is very understandable. I can't think of any better response to witness something like that happen. And that is the collateral damage people rarely look at, because I just can't imagine our mental state, her and a friend, because it definitely must have been traumatizing for them. Here is the thing though, at the trial, Thomas basically denied everything and he claims he didn't pull the trigger. Also, he said he didn't even know a robbery was going to happen.
I know that it wasn't my intentions, but the truth is, it doesn't change the result. It doesn't change the fact that there was a life taken.
What he did admit is that he was driving, he had a gun, and he fled the scene while Kayla was on the ground dying. Our friends were the ones trying to save her life while waiting for the police. Again, I can't just imagine being in their position at 15 years old and might not even know how to do CPR or something. It is just a terrifying thought or something to go through. However, Thomas's friend Christopher testified against him and got 25 years, while Thomas got life in prison. And on top of that, he got additional 15 years for 3 counts of attempted robbery running consecutively. Forgive my pronunciation. So he is never getting out, and he was feeding us a bunch of BS. What a clever choice, but at least good his friend testified against him. And guess what? I think the judge must have been tormenting him at the court, which I don't know what to say other than appropriate. So he asked if he could hug his family before being taken away, and the judge just denied him that chance, which is interesting. Now, I'm not going to sit here and pretend I feel sorry for Thomas Stein, because I really don't. A 16 years old is wise enough to know that it is rather ill-advised to shoot someone who is just walking. But I will also add this. So these two 16 years old drove around looking for people to rob, and a 15 years old girl ended up dead. And at no point in this entire evening did either of them stop to think about what they were actually going to do. Like the idiocy of it, the absolute pointlessness of it, it just doesn't click. Something like this always usually have a motive, but under those circumstances, someone even gets under your skin and your next door is to shoot them. Anyways, yeah, that is it. This one was an absolute tragedy. I do feel bad for the girls and their family.